So we want to go down here. This is usually not a fight you want to take, but we really want to get there and don't want to waste more turns because we're super late already. So we will take this. You have no option, it's a collapsed mine. And as soon as you go here, you have to take it. You have no option to back out. And it's like a huge cavern, a huge cave, blah blah blah. The lurking beasts of the blackness below have you and the adventurers surrounded. The only way out is to slay them. And it is labeled easy, but it's not easy. Like, not at all. So I'm usually hesitant to go here. Just because you go there, and you cannot back out anymore. You have to take the fight, as you just saw, and you cannot retreat from this battle. Because it's a cave, and you're surrounded. There's no way out. You have to kill them. And look at that, like, this is an easy mission supposedly. The thing you have going for you is you have allies and you have traps laid out, like around you, which you can use to your advantage. The only reason I took this contract is because otherwise we would have to go around a long way, and we would probably have to fight bounty hunters who are chasing us at this point. So I just want to like do this over bounty hunters, more or less, and save days, and get to map 2. And hopefully we will make this without injury. So another thing is, we have this villager for this reason, right? So if you load into a battle where you cannot retreat from, you have to take the battle. But what you can do is you remove all your characters, like this, and you send in your villager. And then you wait until he loses the fight, like you just get him killed, and then only he gets an injury, and then you get out of the fight. And your whole squad, your whole roster will be fine. And even though you cannot retreat, you can take an injury on him, and you don't even have to heal him, right? It's just a villager, you don't care. And he will just die after 20 days. But it saved you a lot of medicine and a lot of downtime. So if you see a battle like this, and you think you cannot take it, then it's good to have like a scrub on the bench to just send in and die for you, so your other guys don't have to die. But here, I'm pretty confident we can take this, so let's just fight it. This is kind of sketchy here. There are a lot of enemies on the field. I think some of them are also from like the beast event we still have going. So I'm not sure if they fight each other, but I suspect not. Let's check them. So you always want to check the elite mole beasts because they can have reflexive skin. He has vein sense, for example, so he bleeds. They also can roll ridiculous combos later on, but not now. He has reflexive skin. Always be on the lookout for reflexive skin. Just because you walk up with a squishy and suddenly he hits you back for 350. And then if you have allies, they will also shoot him, and he will retaliate onto you and melee, and you will take more damage than you initially thought, and you suddenly die to reflexive skin. It's just a thing you have to look out for. Other than that, he has a reflexive skin. Those usually deal a lot of damage. The elite ones, the elite small ones, he does like 600. And there's nothing super scary on the map. A couple reflexive, but we can deal with most of it. We can bleed and stuff. We're pretty strong at this point. So let's do it. We want to clean up here first, because they're super close already. We want to defend the high ground here as much as possible. And we want to clean up here with our double like ranged setup. Let them walk in here, let them take traps first, and then once they bleed we move in and clean up. So we just sit here for one turn. What we have to make sure is that we don't get grabbed from them, because we're not like most of us aren't stalwart. So just stay far away from those, because they have a 4-range grab. But other than that, it's fine. Right, let's do it. So let's give him one turn, and then we move in. Stay here, it's fine. So this is what you have going for you, right? A lot of traps. And some allies, which actually do something. Like most of the time. Sometimes they're just suicide, but if you get... It also depends on the character you roll. Because like a berserker and monk usually do stuff really well. He, not so much. He hits them hard. Also a spearman is usually nice because he soaks a lot of hits and taunts them. But if you get a blood knight, he usually just charges in and dies. Like this guy. He's just dead. So, that's that. We do not want to stand next to reflexive skin guy whatsoever, with allied archers around we do not control. So I think we just go here and we stun him. Stunning him has two purposes. Obviously to stun him and disable him, but also to block here, like to create a temporary wall they cannot walk through. Right now those two are trapped and they cannot move for a turn, so they cannot move through here. And he is stunned now, so they can only walk through the one tile here and end it up in a trap. And it also has like a 2-tile choke here, which one is a trap, so they can only walk through here. So even though there are like 5 in the back, they can only walk through like 1 tiles for like 1 turn. And it's really good for us. Ideally I would walk up here and crit the hell out of them, but since it's a reflexive guy with a lot of damage, and like archers nearby, I don't want to do that. Instead I want to walk up to him, I think. But we can't really get there, so throw an Assassin's Mark here. Spike traps are banned, but Assassin's Mark are fine. They're not abusable. Like, not as abusable anyways. Here's Stalwart, so we cannot like push him back or something. So this tile is a no-go. And if we do this, we push him back, which we don't want. So we don't hit him here. Keep him here, we want them walking in. Don't overcommit. They easily taunt you and kill you if you give them a good position or backstabs on you. There's no reason to do that. That's what I was afraid of, like the grab here, but we had our ally in front, so it's all good. Let him walk over here. While he doesn't do anything, he might as well kill stuff here. Get some Flesh Eater stack on the way. You have to take this fight really seriously though. It goes south really fast, and it's not an easy fight. Despite it being labeled as easy, it's not. What happens if you get pierced armor and turn into a vampire? Do you get to keep it? I think so, yeah. I turned Valda crossbows with pierced armor. Like we started Revenants and we played a knight and 2 Valda crossbows, like Revenant crossbows, on purpose, so they get armor piercing bolt, which is the same as pierce armor basically. It's like 100% chance to pierce armor on crit, and we turn them into vampires to drop their crossbows and pick up billhooks, and they still had armor piercing bolt and it still worked in melee. So they basically had pierced that armor too. And so I suspect that pierced armor gets kept too. So we don't want to push him back. We also don't want to push him back. He's gonna move in soon, but there's my ally who will move in and take the reflexive hits for me, I think. So let's just sit here. We're good. No need to go crazy. Give him his space. He does his thing there. We have 2 more traps here, which is like a line of defense. So no worries. Slow him down some more. And have him hit like Hammer Guy, who is really tanky. This is why we started here, because we knew this would be the most troublesome. And the other ones are like, whatever. Like, we slowly get overwhelmed, but they take a lot of time to get to us. So we have to just clean up here. Alright. He doesn't have his crit anymore, huh? So he doesn't move for a while. How much do we have? We have 2 attacks left. We have a 1.3. I think it's time to get rid of him. Rock is bleeding. Murdering Sands. Kill him too. It's time to break this up. Give him 1. Yeah. We need to clean it up here, and there's a lot of stuff left on the field. He needs his crits back really badly, and we need backstabs soon. We still have rend armor for the turtle at least. This fight is disgusting. Every time I do it, it's super obnoxious. Like, holy shit. We get to bleed him at least. We cannot swap in because he's taunted. So let's do this instead. Still don't get backstabs, which sucks really hard. He does not have his crit back, huh? We just proc bleeding some more. He shot me, holy shit. Such an idiot. What the hell? Right, now he gets to move again. He's bleeding and poisoned. Holy moly. He needs to get out of here to not get procced just yet, because he is the one who deals with armor. Oh no, we still have the acid event. Okay, never mind. We don't need him to win the fight, but obviously we don't want to take an injury. Get the crit back. Holy. Yeah, we're starting to get super overwhelmed, huh? We need to... Yeah. It looks like immortal, huh? No, wait. Just practice not depleted. What did you heal so much from Feast? Huh, that's not as immortal yet. Holy shit. That was a ridiculous amount of healing. Remove poison and bleed here. Get him onto this trap, I think. We need to get out of this position yesterday. Yesterday. It's all sorts of bad. Cannot move because he's currently keeping him alive. Oof. He still does not have his crit back, he needs it so badly. He needs to wait here. Are we gonna die here? Probably. He has bleeding strikes. He flipped me. Did not expect that. He flipped me off and I died from falling damage, and that doesn't trigger Angel Spec. So he just died. Let's see him. There's Angel Spec too. And he's taunted. Yeah, we just die here, I think. Holy shit. Like, actually. We cannot get out of this position at all, which is the problem. Yeah, we just... we shouldn't have taken the fight, huh? We don't have the damage. Give me the damage. Need more damage. We have nobody who can clean up. We only have focus fire with bleeding. That's all we have. He flipped again. I like him. I like him a lot. I don't know. I can't help it, but he's cool. Get him! You got this! I believe. There's nothing that can kill you here. I don't see any problem with this. Look at how many are still alive. Like how far we were off from actually winning this. Holy fuck. Easy contract. And this is why you don't do stupid collapsed mine fights. Like ever. Ever. I should have just taken the world map back around. He is immortal. Which is why he's still alive. But he's taunted and now he's dead. Easy contract. All this is a brief look into what map 2 will look like. Exactly. Like without a cup or anything, this is what map 2 will look like. Like we will get murdered. Absolutely slaughtered. This run is going so poorly, but we're just hanging in there. So we have to heal him because he's our leader. And if he dies, it's over. And he will recover on his own because he's a vampire. But for those guys, we don't have anything. We can craft one medicine. We can craft 2 medicine, but then we run out of blood real quick. We craft 2 anyways because, you know, desperation and stuff. And who do we want to save? Not him, he will fall off super hard, we don't care about him. Not him, because we will just swap him in. He is gonna die. And we will swap him in. But we take his stuff first. And then we send him out scavenging or like scouting. So if you send them out scouting, their injury will not progress. But they will also not get healed obviously, and they like are not available for you. He actually comes with better stuff, huh? I didn't even check. That's still better, but his chainmail is better than this. Interesting. So we kind of healed him. He still doesn't have his traits and stuff, but we will get them eventually. Maybe we should give him the immortal for now. We also need to respec him, so we need to get rid of something. Probably double strike for now. Need some agility too. Like, probably 30 agility or something. Like, some amount. Yeah, it's fine. Give him Immortal if we can. I want to keep Immortal on him. Kinda want to keep it on him. Nah, he doesn't get it. Nah, he should get it. So he has a chance at Angel's Pack, right? Give him Improviser. That doesn't do anything on him. Give him Stalwart instead. Stalwart actually does something. And we actually craft a Stalwart here from all the ones we've been hoarding. How many do we have? 3 more. We keep one in reserve in case we want to assign some. And we have a Stalwart level 6 from all the ones we've been buying. Eventually someone gets a high level foot too. But we don't have one yet, but we will find a character who will not want to absorb Lightfoot, and then we actually need to upgrade it, which is why we have so many. Let's upgrade them for now. Okay, a couple of them anyways. Keep one in reserve. So we have a level 6 Lightfoot too. Okay. Combine Vigorous. I think we have one more Vigorous, right? No, that's all of them. Okay. So we have 2 more medicine, 1 more medicine. Him we don't care about, so we will actually heal the Warlord. And he will die. And I think we have someone out scouting, I'm not sure who it is. I think a Berserker or something. We will bring him in instead of the Assassin. If we find another medicine we will do something, but it's unlikely. We cannot go here because we will obviously die to this mission. So we will now have to take the long way around. The Berserker. Send him scouting for now, just to not get his injury progress further. Volga has completely recovered from his injury, so this is a vampire thing. And this is like the armor event. The chainmail of Scavenger Hammerman was upgraded to a well-crafted +1 chainmail, which just has more stuff. We have another Hammerman out? Really? Oh no, this is the engine one. Oh, right, that makes sense. So he has recovered from his injury. He does this every 4 days, which is super strong. Why are you keeping all those feet? To turn them into Bigfoot. Bigfoot, get it? Like a pun. I made a pun on the fly. Are you proud? Yeah, to make one bigger one. Because we will have someone who doesn't want to absorb it. And then the max HP actually matters. He has a fetish? Yeah, that too. Let's try the same thing again. Yeah, that's not. If you run out of blood, will vampire bite and turn others into vamps, or just eat them? If you run out of blood, he will bite people, and he will bite them, and biting them will injure them. And there's a 5% chance he... No, he doesn't have it, right? He doesn't have the vampires. So it works differently with vampires then. He will just injure them. With werbeasts, you have a 5% chance to turn them into werbeasts when biting them. But I think he does not have the vampire virus. Only the original vampires have it, not the lesser ones. So he cannot turn anyone, I don't think. But if he bites you, you get injured. And if he bites someone who is injured, he will die. So running out of blood, pretty bad. But not having medicine, also bad. So we took it. We only have a single vampire, which should sustain us for a while. And I'm confident we will find blood. And we have like a small income still. So I hope it will be fine. Please don't come down here. Thank you. Ambush Alchemist. Yeah, we should not do it. We should walk off our injuries here. And this is the exit. Troubled Merc, Spearman. We cannot take him. Spearmans are banned. So we make a quick stop at the black market. Not that we can buy anything. Those are bounty hunters that are chasing us. And this is why we didn't want to take the long route, because we were afraid they would actually catch us and not be one behind. I didn't exactly count it out, but I just figured we have to go here, just so we avoid this fight. And I figured this fight was way easier than this one. But as you could see, it was not. But this fight would be really hard too. So actually we cannot go here, right? Because we go here, and then they follow us, and then we have no way out. Because if we go here, they follow us and we have to fight. So what we actually have to do is skip the black market and just go. And we keep the assassin in now, because we don't know what map 2 will look like, but we need our guy to fight. And his injury was halted at 55%. So he has like 18 days or something left to live. And yeah, he drinks 4 blood or something at once, or 5 every week. So we have like a couple weeks left until we run completely out of blood. And hopefully we will find a village, right, which sustains us with blood again. And we have day 168, that's probably the latest I've ever entered map 2. And we will get absolutely killed, like so hard. 50% chance you will bite someone that is going to die anyway. Yeah. Good point, good point. Alright, the swamps, map 2. So, this is the swamps, the homeland of the swampers, as the name would suggest. And also, like, the homeland of the necro reavers, which usually end our runs. So there are 3 tests in this game. The first test is swampers. Can you deal with A, poison, because the floaters poison you a lot, and B, swamper spearman, which are like the huge shield guys, and if you don't pierce their armor, they usually crit counter you and apply poison and stuff, and you have to be able to deal with their armor. This is the first test you have in every game. The second one, necro reavers. Here will be necro reaver villages, and they are like super high HP. They are bloodless, which is why assassin falls off, because you cannot bleed them whatsoever. And they have incredibly high HP, and they hurt super bad. So you have to have the damage to kill them. This is like a damage test, basically. Not only, but also. So you cannot like take 3 turns killing one, because there will be 14 of them on the map. So, And the third test will be Valder, which are super heavily armored elite cards, which require you to pierce armor like no tomorrow. Alright. So if you can do those 3 things in a run, then you will win the run. If you don't run into something stupid, right? Like the previous beast fight or something was super stupid. If you don't do stupid things like me, then and you can beat those 3 things, you will win the run. Okay, I actually want to take this. There's a chance to get Devil's Pact here, and we have a vampire, and you know what that means, right? So we have to take this. We're all like, we're as patched up as we ever going to be. It's only downhill from here, so it's a hard fight, but we will try it. Alright. So, random map 2 boss. By random I mean the quest is random, the boss is always the same. This guy. He is the Swamp Chieftain. And he has 2k HP, which is, it's reasonable, it's whatever. But he has Devil's Pact. And what Devil's Pact does is, when someone lands a killing blow against you, you also kill the attacker. It's like the opposite of Angel's Pact, right? Angel's Pact, if you get killed, you stay alive. Devil's Pact, if you get killed, you kill the attacker. But you still die. So, Devil's Pact is like exceptionally useful with vampires and beasts, because they heal every 4 days. And they're fine with taking injuries, right? For example, if we had Devil's Pact, we could send Ball Guy into here, and if he could guarantee the boss kills him, then he would take the boss down with Devil's Pact. And that would win us the mission. And everyone else could like just be there to make way for him, or like to like hold the line, basically. And he would just go in there and get killed, and would take the boss with him with Devil's Pact, and then afterwards he would just heal up from being a vampire again. So that's like an actual option. So, which is why we value Devil's Pact, just because we have this vampire. Otherwise it's not a great mutator, because you will sustain an injury, and that's what you want to avoid. Alright, what do we do here? The map isn't too hard. I think we bounce on those guys, because this is a one tile here. He does have Stalwart, so he's an elite, and there's a chance they have Stalwart. He has also crit counter, which means we need to break his shield if we want to fight him straight up. We don't want to fight him straight up. So he goes 1, 2, 3, right? We can go here and bash him in, and then we can set something up so he goes over 1, and we can bash him in next turn. Like put someone weaker here, so he wants to attack them, and he's free again. But then we would need to distract him and him from the X guy, because they would engage him, preventing him from going around and bashing him. So that's kind of awkward. But we would really like to be here. This is not bad. This is like a one-tile choke. He will come through eventually and we can focus fire him. Those will have to go around here all the way, because this will be blocked. So we would get rid of them for a majority of the fight. And hopefully when they arrive we can already kill the boss. So if we would get this under control, it would help us immensely. It's just hard with this guy, because he's stalwart and I have no ramming angle here. And so we have to set up something here, but it's pretty hard. I think that's our shot. And we have to take this mission. If we spend money here to retreat, it's pretty doomed, to be honest. We have to play this run riskier. What we could do instead is like go here and flip him and backstab on him. So he would block the engagements, most likely. We could position so like the X-Men wouldn't get engaged. The X-Men could just hide here, and we would have like someone here who he wants to hit, right? He has 1.3k, and he has 1.6k, so I'm pretty sure he wants to go over and taunt him if we let him here. So everyone else wants to like just back off. Let him here. We flip him, we kill him in the first turn, so nobody gets poisoned. He just takes a few hits. He also has Immortal, so he's fairly safe. I think that's our play. That's much better than ramming him and like getting the X guy stuck, because this is a real problem, and I don't think we can deal with him the usual way, like actually hitting him. I think we have to pit him. Right, that's what we're gonna do. The rest stays here, just to have backstab setups. So I wouldn't mind if he jumps me here. It would actually be okay. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Also, I could like disable some jumps here if I just went here, and yeah, let's just go here. He will finish him, right? We just don't want to give him any other options than going here and taunting. This is really important that he does that. So we want to make sure everyone else is not reachable. Like stand here to prevent him. He has lower HP. They always go for the low HP targets. So he has 1000 and he has 1300. So if he was accessible, he would go after the assassin. But if he's not, he's the lowest HP target and he goes here and taunts him, which is what we really want. What we really want. He's beefy, so he can stand here. It's fine. And he's beefy too. He needs to set up here though. Like he wants to be here. So he should go over and taunt us. Do it. Thank you. He gets crit countered here, I think. Yeah, he goes before him, so he hits him and doesn't pierce his armor, and he gets crit countered, which kind of sucks. 400, that might actually pop him. That's probably fine, right? He's sacrificing his life for the engagement. Not his life, he still has Pact and he still has Immortal, but he's still kinda dying. Ugh, this mushroom is annoying. This mushroom will emit a poison cloud around him every turn, and everyone who stands there will be poisoned. So, while we can go in here and engage, or go here and engage, we would be poisoned. We could also go here and engage, which wouldn't be bad. Which would actually stop them. I like this more. This would let him stand next to this room again. But we don't have any other option, really. So, sure, let's do it. And we go here to prevent from him. He's gonna jump in. And he has preemptive strike, which disables his jump. There's the poison from the mushrooms. We took this one on purpose, but he gets crit countered. And we hope he doesn't die. Nice. He didn't proc his Pact yet, which is really big. And now he's not has not taunted anymore, and we can go in on him. He took a big hit, holy shit. And we can get rid of this guy. He killed his own guy. Tried to shoot us, but he was blocked by his own guy, so he took the shot anyways and killed himself, like his buddy. And we jump in here. He walked around, which is nice. We take the... No, we don't have to take the poison here, we can just get in here. Right. I should have done this before this round. I forgot. I was waiting if he would like get shot again or something, but I should have done this before. And let's back him off a bit. Have to take those in mind who walked around. And he's just sitting there, I think. He still has his Pact. Yeah. He took a big hit, but the Pact is still intact. Hey, the grind. So we want to kill those, but we also want him to walk in and not fight him one-on-one. And he taunts us. So as soon as he gets a hit off, he taunts us. So if he were to walk in here, it would be kind of bad. But on the other hand, we cannot let them poison us. He cannot do it. He's like super low HP and stuff. He gets to walk away, so he gets to walk in here. So he goes 1, 2, 3. He walks here. That's good. That's pretty good for us. So he blocks the entrance, so we can just back off here completely. And the floater guy, we can outrange the floater guy. So we can get the big guy in here and flank him. And actually kill him. So we want to go here. Shit. I should have done this before his turn. I usually forget this. I want to wait to like maximize stuff. Like maybe he poisons him again or something. But most of the time I just forget. And I probably should just do it. Right, he blocked him. So they have to walk around now. And now he comes in. Like not with his group anymore. We cleaned up a fair bit of them. You can just throw him in, right? So there's no need to go there. Let's walk him in further, and then we can bounce on him. And give him one more turn. Make sure to stay out of range or he will taunt us. And like this. And like this. Alright, now we go. Now we go as hard as we can. One, two, three. It lets us go in here. We need the bleeding on him. And then... yeah, he's just gone. He will clean it up. Or him. Alright. And as you can see here, I should have slowed down a little. He had Angel's Pact, but he had Devil's Pact, but we had Angel's Pact. Which means he killed us, but we were safe by Angel's Pact. So we needed someone with Angel's Pact to clean up the kill. Can't you rend armor the guy? The guy didn't have armor. Oh, you meant the spearman guy. We could, yeah, but we wouldn't be able to do it in one hit, and then he would crit counter us again. And we would still, even if you rend armor the guy and he drops his shield, you still need a backstab setup to actually kill him. And we didn't have the time, because there were like floaters shooting us, and there were 2 engagers or 3 engagers around, pinning us down, and we needed to clean up the situation faster. So we actually needed to pit him, I think. It was really important. He also had Protector, so we couldn't ignore him. I think he had Protector, I'm not 100%. But yeah, we needed to kill him faster. Revitalizer. I mean, alright. And there's Devil's Pact. Nope, that's Masochist. Just baited. There's Painful Healing, holy shit. That's another one, like, Devil's Pact is one of the rare ones you can get, and Painful Healing is the other. So on map 1 you get Strong Body, as we saw, the max HP mutator. And on map 2 you can get Devil's Pact and Painful Healing. And on map 3 you can get Vein Scent, which is like bleeding. And you can get God's Blessing, which is what the monk has. Gives you an aegis on full focus. This is usually not extractable. You can only get it from map 3 bosses. And also Vein Sense, which is... I don't have it here. Which is like bleeding crits, except you don't need a crit. It's just on normal hits, normal unblocked hit, you apply bleeding. Which is not extractable either, but you get it from map 3 boss. And this one gives you Painful Healing and Devil's Pact, which I think looks like this, or similar. Which is what I thought this was it. So we took Painful Healing, anyways. And Masochist, I think. Do we take Masochist? Who would wear it? We will find someone for Masochist, I think. Just need to get rid of something. Poisonous crits. I think we're not building a Monster Heart anymore. The time for Monster Heart is sailed. Like, we're not getting it high enough anymore to matter. So, might as well get rid of it. Was a pretty clean fight. He drinks 5 blood, so we have 2 more ticks of him. Until we need to find blood. There's a collapsed mine again. Fuck this. Just realized I'm called Flying Soma. Yeah, because of Birdie. You don't have Birdie yet, but maybe you get it one day. Alright, Painful Healing. I kinda want to give him Painful Healing. Instead of... Can someone else get Fast Thinker? I need his rend armor, don't I? Nah, I don't need his rend armor. I have it somewhere else. On him. You kind of want Stalwart and you need Stunning. You need those and you want to absorb that. Want to absorb that. Don't need Bleeding, but Bleeding is nice usually. For now anyways. I want Pushing because it's a meme and it's funny and it's cool. Hmm. Awkward. But I want to have painful healing on him. So painful healing is on taking normal damage, heal adjacent allies by the same amount. And that makes the meatball suddenly really interesting. Because he's just a giant meatball, and occasionally he stuns people. But most of the time he's just standing there. And he can get like regeneration, which scales really high on him because he has a lot of max HP. And then he can like transfer his own health to not only one ally but every ally around him. So you can have really cool setups with painful healing, where your meatball gets hit and your squishies heal back up, and then your squishies can go back in. So I really want to give it to him, but I don't know what to drop. I kind of want Immortal on him with the painful healing, because he can be like super reckless and just take hits and then go Immortal, then he heals back up to full, and meanwhile he can get hit again and heal everyone around him again. Like, this is really good synergy. I want to get rid of Fast Thinker, but I need a regen Fast Thinker, and I'm just evaluating who would take the Fast Thinker now, and I don't have any space anywhere, is the problem. He needs Fast Thinker and armor, we need this, like there's no way. And I don't want to drop Flesh Eater, I think I drop Stalwart on him. Give him Painful. Take Regen from him. Give him Regen and give him Fast Thinker instead of Stalwart. Sucks, but what can you do? And now he's like a meatball in front, which heals everyone, which is cool. We'll try it. Do we have something to replace Retaliate though? Retaliate sucks. Berserk, thank you. Dips on Lear, good day. Hey, what's up, kitten paw? Dips on Lear? Who's Lear? Lear? You want him? You're the meatball. Your job is to get hit in the face a bunch and provide healing for others, and then go Immortal and heal back up, and then get hit in the face a bunch more to heal others, and just stand there and take it. That's your job. My favorite unit, even though he sucks. Sounds like a fun job, I know, right? Sounds right, I am a nurse. Oh my god. Glorified punching bag. We take the Alchemist, I think. As a Guardian, we don't see anything else. We see a Swamper Village with Trillium, but it's cut off here. We wanted this fight, so we had to go here. We could back out and go here, but this mission is not important. So I think we take the Ambush Alchemist and walk around. Don't take this one. Swamper Village. But we cannot walk through here. As you saw before, Collapsed Mine lets you not back out, and it will kill us. Even though we want both of those, we cannot go here. We would just lose, basically. I prefer Glorified Waitress. Wow. That's a tough reality, huh? Really? You have been called off with like the corona stuff going on? I thought it would be like really important to have everyone. You have a spare villager to lose? That's true. Nice choke point map. Yeah, it's not bad. Like here. Actually here. Yeah, that's not bad. Do we go down here? I don't think we go down there. There are spikes here. So we have a good choke point here too. They will come through here, actually. So I would much rather like stay around here, this area, than go all around here and like be cut off from the team. I think it's better. Get him. You have to be careful with ramming guy here to stand around those pits. What do we do with punching bag? I mean, kitten paw. They're cross-training all the nurses who don't normally work bedside. Huh. If no doubt is the calm before a shitstorm. Yeah, you're from the US, aren't you? So I think the US hasn't gotten the worst of it yet, and it's gonna come soon. I just checked if he had reflexive skin and he didn't, so I can just walk in here and just smack him. Smackaronis. I want him here. We have 3 people here. Not really. This is our vampire assassin. It was a cool pull. I like that. Yeah, it's fine to stand here. I don't want to end up here because he can actually ram me. So I just want to make sure we never end on those positions. Because even though it's blocked right now, there would always be like allies who have the possibility of killing him randomly, and then he comes in and charges me and I'm just fucked. So let's not do that. He has a murdering sense, right? So he can take off Delirium pretty well. Hang on. Oh, the place. Oh, the place. We saved them. Hell yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm from Europe, so like quarantine has been in place for a long time now. And I think we've been hit pretty hard already. So I'm not sure how bad it will go or anything, but I just feel like in the US they have been like they're gonna get hit later on, so most of it is still coming, right? Let's actually back off from here. Strong versus beasts. Get him. What's a healthy state? Just the flu. My AA jobs are playing smart? No. They just got pulled up here. It wasn't their decision to go up there. I think we can go here. Should be fine. Wait, that's mine, isn't it? Holy shit. I wasn't even paying attention. Please get out. Was it his immortal yet? No. Was it his pact? Also no? Really? Huh. He's gonna die now, but I'd rather have him die than my monk. So that's bad luck. He's having a bad day. And this is a fairly easy mission overall. It's just ambush alchemist. You always have like a good barricade setup, and usually you have strong whistles. Usually you have like good choke points on this map, and it's never too hard. And there you can see the difference between this and collapsed mine. When collapsed mine you are surrounded, and here you have like a good. Can't get there. And here you have a good layout where you can actually like just fight it like without being surrounded. And the other one we just got overwhelmed really quickly. Also, hell no. That was his pact, wasn't it? He can flip him. Goes in 9. He even goes in 9. He can just walk out. There's some region, I guess. Get rid of armor. We got him. Yeah, you can just sit there. The bounty hunter is in deep shit? Nah, he's fine. Just a flesh wound. He still had Angel's Pact, right? And even if he didn't have his turn before this guy, I could have used my monk to go here and flip him out. And this is a one-tile choke, so they would never be able to reach me. So he was probably fine, and I just passed his turn. Because at the end of moving, it's sometimes weird. Oh, patience. This is a brand new character, we don't have achievement traits on him yet. Let's not move him in there. At the end of like moving after backstabbing, sometimes it's auto ends your turn and I still press spacebar, and then it ends like that turn after. Like the character who gets his next turn, it ends his turn then instead, and it always annoys me. Yeah, a checkpoint was nice, that's true. Yeah, random monsters hit really hard actually, but they're super squishy. It's just just tough to avoid their damage because they charge you and they have so much range. Blood strength, wow, it's really strong. That's actually really good scaling. We just need someone who can use it. We need a great sword. We need a great sword real bad. Or like an A-bomb. Like a Valdor assassin. We need a Valdor assassin. Or a Valdor knight. Or a Necro A-bomb. We need some of those to save the run. We need to find a fortress and then we go all in on the fortress. And then we need to find damage. Really badly. Flesh Eater. I want that. That's the last Flesh Eater. What do we sell? We don't have a Stunning Blow, but we can upgrade Stunning Blow. We should upgrade Stunning Blow. That's nothing we sell. This was the Stunning Blow from the other monk who died earlier. Brilliant Mind. We will find something to use Brilliant Mind with. The Blood Drinker we just picked up. Yeah, that's fine. There's Lethal Blow, which is interesting with our comp. I want Lethal Blow too, I think. Which one was it? Improviser, right? Regen, 15k, yeah. Can we sell enough for lethal? I kinda want it. I want to stun someone, and as soon as he's stunned, he needs to be gone. But if they're stunned, they're gone anyways, right? Nah, maybe not, maybe not.